Hi, I'm Kay Holdsworth, and I'm a counsellor, student counsellor, and also I offer practical activities for self-discovery, transformation and change. And I thought I'd talk a little bit about endings in therapy, because endings are really important, and I think to do something that signifies the end, that helps you to look back on the therapy experience with the client is really, really useful. And I know that sometimes I make cards with the client, and I think that is really, they have something to take away, something tangible, and I think that can be really, really meaningful for them. So I just want to talk about some of the questions that I tend to use at the end of therapy. So I tend to ask things like, what has been most helpful? What has been least helpful? What have you learned about yourself? Is there any strategies or tools that you're taking away? Any significant moments that have had the most meaning for you? And also, I love these questions. I don't use these, I tend to use these more in groups, actually, at the end of groups, which is my fear for you is that, and my hope for you is that, and what I'd like you to remember most. So I will ask the client to, I'll create the card already. So I'll have got some white card and I'll have folded it over. And then I'll put I'll get a picture. So last time I literally, so one of the girls was moving house. So I put a little picture of a house on it. Another one, there was some song lyrics from his mum that were really powerful and meaningful to him. So I put those on the front of the card. And then inside the card, I ask them to write maybe the 3 takeaways, biggest takeaways that they're taking from our time together. Maybe 3 things that they need to remind themselves of, or what they can do if they're struggling, if they're finding things tough, what might help them in those times. And then I ask them to write themselves an encouraging message. So this message, they will maybe write about what they need to remember and remind themselves of, how far they've come, all the progress that they've made. It might be encouraging and supportive, so it might mention what their dreams and hopes and aspirations are, what they want to do, what they want to achieve and make happen. They might just any kind of inspirational, that they'll be able to read it back and get some support and some comfort from it. And I do the same for them, so I'll write an encouraging message for them too, and I'll have that ready to take away so that they can put that in the card as well. And that's a really lovely way to end a therapy session. So if you want any more practical activities for self-discovery, transformation and change, just check out my podcast, which is Create Yourself, where you can find it on Spotify or Apple, and also my blog, my website, which is kholdsworth.com.